stop, you need this recipe. Grease a pan, cover the bottom with crescent rolls. Fry up 1 pound of Swaggerty's Farm sausage. Drain the grease and add an 8-ounce block of cream cheese. Stir that together and cover your crescent rolls with that. Scramble up 6 eggs, add 1/4 cup of milk, and pour that mixture over top of your sausage, and you can rock that pan around a little bit to distribute those eggs evenly. Some salt and pepper and some shredded cheese on top. Pop that in a 350-degree oven for about 20 minutes until it's brown on top. Slice it up and serve. Comment what recipe you want to see next.
Here is how you cook the best chicken wings you'll ever have. Coat an oven-safe container in olive oil. Put them in the container, frozen or thawed. Preheat your oven at 350 degrees. Put them in the oven for 45 minutes. After 45 minutes, pull them out and cover them in honey. This is where you're going to start to make your wings different from everyone else's. We're going to cook them longer to make them crispy, and the honey makes them incredibly sweet. Once you've got a comfortable amount of honey on there, you put them back in the oven for 45 minutes. Pull them back out of the oven and turn them over. Mix that honey and juices around and back in the oven for another 45 minutes. Pull them out and put your favorite hot sauce and barbecue sauce on. Mix it all up. Make sure everything is coated nicely. And then you're going to put it back in the oven for another 30 minutes. Now you're ready to eat the crispiest, sweetest, best wings you ever had.
5 to 6 small bananas smashed up. 1 can evaporated milk. Glazed walnuts. Caramel. 1 box cinnamon swirl cake. Don't mix it! 1.5 sticks of unsalted butter, sliced thin. Bake at 350 for 40 to 45 minutes. Better than banana bread.
Time for a fall cocktail. Graham cracker crumb, about 3 tablespoons. Pumpkin pie spice, teaspoon. Mix it. Get your glass. Tip it over and dunk it in water. Press it in, like that. Fill with ice. Vodka, 2 ounces. Kahlua, 1 ounce. Get some pumpkin spice creamer, sugar free or regular. 1 ounce or so. In it goes. Shake it up. To the party. Shake a little pumpkin spice seasoning. Fall test.
Okay, I've seen the bell pepper cream cheese combo, the carrot and mustard combo, both which I like. I'm going to show you something today. Hopefully you'll try it and you'll like it too. Get 1 rotisserie chicken, flour tortillas, super soft, Laughing Cow. If you don't know Laughing Cow, you're missing out. Frank's Red Hot, not the wing sauce, the red hot sauce. Debone your bird like a so. Douse it in Frank's Red Hot. Mix it up. Then you're going to take your Laughing Cow, just a wedge, and you're going to spread it onto your tortilla. Then you're going to place the chicken onto the tortilla. Then you roll it up like so.
All right, y'all. This is how I cook just about every large chunk of meat. I season it really good with some tiger salt and some pepper, and I sear it on both sides in a greased, hot Dutch oven, okay? While that's getting good and seared, I'm going to cut my vegetables up. For a roast, I just like potatoes, carrots, onions, and then I like celery because I usually like to use the leftovers for some beef stew. Turn it over and sear it on the other side. And I mean seared. You see how that's almost got some little burnt pieces to it? Add my vegetables, and then I'm going to make some water mixture with some spicy ranch and some flour. And I'm going to pour that over top of that. I'm using the celery stalk just for flavor. I'll take it out. Season it up with some more salt and pepper. Cover that. Cook it on 350 for 3 hours until it's falling apart.
Why did no one tell me fried cabbage is so good? All right, I started with some onions and bacon grease, dumped in some coleslaw mix because I'm lazy, in went some smoked sausage with cheese, stirred it all up, and it was great.
This is a whole side of salmon, and we're taking it to the next level. Brine overnight and make your filling. Cream cheese, jalapeno, lemon, dill, capers, barbecue rub. Season lightly and add your filling. Wrap up your present. Cut thick slices and admire your cinnamon bun. Citrus, and let's hit the grill. Don't forget to make your bed. Tuck that salmon in, it's nap time. Smoke over applewood, and let's make our glaze. Miso, maple, and of course, our candied bacon. Glaze, and finish with lemon zest. This is a showstopper, and if you've gotten value from this content, I'd appreciate the follow on Instagram. Wow, that is freaking amazing.
Today we're going to make something sweet and savory for fall. Start with a tablespoon of butter, then add in half a cup of pecans, half a cup of walnuts. Next, add 2 tablespoons of your favorite keto sweetener, a few dashes of cinnamon, and a few turns of salt. Be sure you keep mixing the whole time so nothing burns. When you're done, lay it out on a piece of parchment paper. Then add in Lily's baking chips. We're using butterscotch today. It'll get all melted between the nuts. From there, transfer to a plate.
All right, so you love sushi and you can't get enough of that ginger at Japanese restaurants. So I'm gonna show you how to make it. And it's so easy, you're never gonna go buy that ginger again. You're gonna make it. All right, so let's go ahead and peel our ginger. And you wanna use this for cooking broth. All right, so onto our mixture, equal amounts of vinegar and sugar, a dash of kosher salt. So I have my vinegar and sugar, now a dash of salt. And how we're gonna make this pink is through this. And now let's mix it up. I'm going to use a mandolin and lay it like this. Use a fork and be careful. Now we have our ginger, let's stuff it in. Wait for a few days and it's ready.
You ever buy lettuce and it just goes bad in like 3 days? Well, here's what you do. When you're done using it, just grab 2 pieces of foil and then wrap it up. And then stick it in the fridge. This will literally keep the lettuce crispy for like 30 days. If you don't believe me, try it.
Hey guys, want to see a really easy way to cut an avocado without taking your knife and putting it into the pit and worrying about cutting your hand? Great way to do it for kids too. Watch this. Cut off the end. Go around like you normally would. Now turn it on its side and go the other way. Open it up. You get 4 beautiful quadrants. The pit comes out super easy. Take a spoon. You get 4 perfect avocados.
Hi guys, do you ever have excess of cherry tomatoes in your fridge and not sure what to do with them? Well, I might have the answer for you for extended shelf life and a punch of flavor coming from these things. I'm going to cure them and show you how like a chef. First, cut your cherry tomatoes in half. Next, we're going to make some very thin garlic slices. So once cut, place them on a tray with your sliced garlic, chopped thyme, rosemary, olive oil, salt and pepper. This is then going to go in the oven at 250 degrees for about 2 to 3 hours. This is going to dry and take out the moisture of the tomatoes and intensify the natural sugar, which is just going to give you a flavor-packed taste of tomato. So here we go. So look at these beauties. I just put them in a jar with olive oil and store. Great for pizzas, pastas, snack salads. If you like this, press the like button and please follow this chef.
We call this the caterpillar drink. It is a great anti-inflammatory. You'll take 1 cucumber and add it to your blender, 3 stalks of celery, a hunk of ginger, a 1/3 cup of lemon juice, and about 12 ounces of water. Blend until smooth. Like and subscribe.
Jalapeno popper chicken casserole. 2 boneless, skinless chicken breasts, cooked fully and shredded. 8 ounces of softened cream cheese. I also added a little bit of sharp cheddar cheese in with my cream cheese, as well as a few sprinkles of this goodness right here. Cover with sliced jalapenos. There's probably an easier way to do this part, but I've done everything the hard way my entire life, so why start changing things up now? Cover with shredded sharp cheddar cheese. Top with crispy bacon and just a few more shakes of this, you know, just for good measure. Bake on 375 for approximately 20 minutes.
If you're like me and can't bake, don't worry because you cannot screw up
this banana bread recipe. Grab 3 ripe bananas that have probably been sitting on your counter for far too long. Mash those up and add a 1/3 cup of melted butter, 1/4 cup each of white and brown sugar. You can use either or, but I like both. 1 beaten egg, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and a little pinch of salt. Mix that around until smooth, but I do like to leave a few little chunks of bananas in there. It makes for a really nice bite. Add 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour and stir that around, but do not overmix, just until combined. Pour it into a greased baking sheet, pop it into the oven, 350 degrees for 40 to 50 minutes, and it comes out absolutely moist and perfect. So yummy.
Don't be intimidated by this. I'm gonna show you guys how to break down a whole chicken. It's a lot more cost effective.
Make a slice in the skin between the leg and the breast. Push the leg back, popping the joint. Flip your chicken over and run your knife along the backbone. Repeat on other side, slice, popping, and slicing along the backbone. Next, with your wings, you're going to wiggle it around to locate where the ball and socket joint meet and run your knife in between these 2 joints. Repeat this on the other side. With the breast, run your knife down along the breastbone. Continue running your knife as close as possible down along the carcass, releasing the breast meat. Repeat this on the other side. The carcass and wingtips can be reserved to make chicken stock. Chicken stock is a great staple for any cook to have in their home, and it freezes well for up to 6 months. Going back to our legs, flip them over and run your knife along the visible fat lines separating the thigh and drumstick. Lastly, cut your wingtips off your wings. And now you have 8 portions of chicken and a carcass and wingtips to make chicken stock.
Life hacks you'll thank me for, part 7. If you want to make your own taco bowls, simply spray both sides of a tortilla. Turn a muffin tin upside down and put the tortilla in the space between the cups. Then bake it at 375 for about 15 minutes, and you'll have a crispy taco bowl. If you've ever needed to quickly chill a drink that you forgot to put in the fridge, here's how. Simply wet a paper towel and then wrap it around your can, your wine bottle, or a champagne bottle, and then stick it in your freezer for 10 minutes. The evaporation of the water in the dry freezer will help speed up the cooling process. Want to get rid of hot cooking grease without pouring it down your drain? Simply put a piece of aluminum foil in your sink to catch the hot oil. Then when it's cooled and solidified a little bit, just pick up the foil and throw it away. Like and follow for more life hacks.
I stole another recipe from Low Carb State of Mind. She said it was her grandmother, so technically I stole it from her grandmother, but it's absolutely delicious. Saute some mixed veggies of your choice, put them aside, and season some pork chops. Now brown them in the same pan that you did the veggies. Transfer them to a baking dish. Now she didn't do this, but I thought I really needed to deglaze the pan with a little bit of chicken stock. I'm glad that I did that because I feel like it released a lot of flavor. So now I'm going to add the veggies back and 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. This part is never very attractive, but if you've ever cooked with soup before, it's phenomenal. So now I'm going to mix that all together. Guys, it smells so good. I seriously think Granny was onto something here. Pour that all over the chops, and we're gonna bake this for 1 hour in the oven. I know that seems like a long time, but she told me herself that the pork chops come out so tender, and let me tell you something, they really did. I love these recipes that are handed down from generation to generation. Low Carb State of Mind, thank you for letting me jump in on.
Some of you got mad at me for boiling crab legs, so tonight we're making steamed crab legs. Rinse your crab legs, then put them into your Dutch oven or pot with a steam tray and some water. Cover and cook for 5 minutes. Remove the crab legs from your pot. Pour the water out of your pot. Melt 2 sticks of butter. Chop up 2 garlic cloves. Take your garlic and add it to the butter. Ready for your spices, 1 tablespoon each. Oh, did I say we're cooking shrimp? Yeah, we're cooking shrimp, and we're gonna cook them in the sauce because you guys had a problem with the shrimp not cooked in the sauce also. Oregano, paprika, Cajun seasoning, Old Bay, lemon pepper, and just a little bit of cayenne. Louisiana hot sauce, 1 tablespoon. Shrimp in. Cover and cook for 4 minutes. Put crab legs back in the sauce.
Hey kids! Today I'm going to show you another super easy chicken recipe in the crock pot. Okay, so what I'm about to tell you is for every 2 pounds of chicken, but understand that what you're going to see is me making 6 pounds that we had tons of leftovers because it's that good. So you want to take your chicken and hit it with a packet of taco seasoning, or like me, I just make my own. Then you want to add in 1 10-ounce can of Rotel tomatoes and chilies, or 10 ounces of your favorite salsa, whatever you have on hand. Just cover the chicken. Put it in your slow cooker on low 4 to 6 hours. Now, once this has worked its magic, you want to take the chicken out and shred it. I also drained off some of that excess liquid. Add in 1 jar of queso dip. I'm actually using queso blanco, but honestly, any queso dip will work. And you want to mix it in really well with your chicken, and boom! You've got cheesy queso chicken for tacos, quesadillas, burrito bowls, whatever. I made everybody some chicken tacos and cut up some watermelon, hit it with a little bit of hot sauce, and you guys, this was so good. Everybody ate until they were stuffed. I highly recommend.
In a previous video, I shared with you that your liver is a fat-burning organ that breaks down the fats in your body. When your liver is sluggish or backed up, it can take the fats and store it around your body. We talked about the waistline, but it could store fats around your belly. It could store fats in those hips and that butt and many other places. So now I'm going to show you how to make a liver detox drink, because flushing your liver and cleansing it often will help to release those fats. Let's go.
This tonic contains every nutrient that your liver needs for cleansing, from the turmeric to the ginger, the beets, the carrots, the cucumber, and even the lemon. Leave the skin on everything except the lemon. 1 whole cucumber, 5 carrots, half of a full beet, 1 whole turmeric root, and half of a ginger root, and half of a lemon. There you go.
Your liver and your waistline will thank you.